Hello everyone, good day. This is Eshkomo Darwin again. This time I would like to talk more about the songs in Tokyo 7 Sisters. I know there are not many idle games doing this because I've played lots of idle games and most songs are just like, songs that shows season. For example, they of course have the spring song or maybe the summer song or maybe the, winter song. It's usually the Christmassy one. Stuff like that was more for commercial purposes. Well, that's what these idle games tend to do to cheer people on their time of their life. I mean, Japanese is really keen on things like that. However, in Tokyo 7 Sisters, there are several songs. You know how Tokyo 7 Sisters have a story behind it, and they're quite story driven. And that's why there are some songs that directly tied to the storyline, or maybe perhaps songs that have stories dedicated for them. And those are the songs that I would like to explain in this video. First of all, I'm going to say sorry because it's not chronologically correct list. I was just looking at the Tokyo 7 Sisters Japanese page and just like put inside the names that I remember of story significance or not. So that's why they're in jumbled. Why do I put that red line over there? That red lines kind of cut things off between the really heavily story-driven songs with those that have more of a nuances or ambiences things. Also, I would like to say sorry as well because some of the story that I separate into not really story significant but actually have story part, perhaps more or less it should have been in the first group, but I will explain later. So I'm sorry for that. And the next is songs without story significance. There are the songs without story significance. Mostly they are the units, because unit songs are mostly to catch the ambience of respective units. For example, Prisonism or Witch Number 4 will have more EDM, more dancey type of music, because they're the witches of music. And you have Ozora Train or maybe Sayonara Rainy Lady, who's more to show, cis high classiness, because that's what's cis colors. I can't talk about the units, but maybe perhaps I will talk about them later if I have time to make another video. I will definitely talk about the units and also the girls. I think let's get on with this video first before I start to forget things. First is, of course, definitely Star Glitter. Star Glitter was made in 2032, if we were to talk about the game's timeline. Star Glitter is like the last song, the song they perform when they disband. This is the song that signifies the dooms of 7 sisters. Not doom, actually, the disband of 7 sisters. And inside Star Glitter, there are several theories about Star Glitters itself. Like for example, the inspiration of Nicole on why 7 Sisters was made and why 7 Sisters disbanded. It also brings up the theme of the whole game. In Hajima Life, the first life that Tokyo 7 Sister had, Nanasaki Nicole, voice actress Minase Inori, said that the theme of Tokyo 7 Sisters, Hajikeru Isshin, which means that one moment, pops or blast. Like numerous time in Nanase's either songs or maybe episode talking about how one day they would disappear, but at that day you will become the light of someone else. I'm sure that it was in so many songs in Nanasis, and I think that was the theme. Other than that, Motegi also said that Nanasis was made under the impression of we want to support someone else. Dareka senaka o osu. This also in Star Glitter, which you can see in several verses. 君の隣の優しい声を足りないなら夜空に誓って届けよう. It said, if you're lacking kind words in your place, then we will give it to you. I think that shows Nanas's whole concept of supporting people in their daily lives, because that's what they wanted to achieve. So that's why the Star Glitter is not only the beginning and the end, it also builds up the whole theme of the whole game. Props to KZ for that. The next will be Winning Days. I would not talk about Winning Days in details because I think I would like to make another one of the overanalyzing things, because in Winning Days it talks specifically about Karakuri's history, how it came to be, how it ends, what changes that happens after 7 Sisters was made. and they have a special episode for that, and I think I would like to talk about that some other time, and also highlighting what the song Winning Days actually emphasize in several part of its lyrics. It's gonna be pretty long, so I will resolve it to other videos, but anyway, Winning Days really talks about the story of Karakuri. Then the next will be the Queen of Purple, which I've already made on how Trigger and Fire and Rose is directly tied to the formation of Queen of Purple, and also the the changing side of Set of Verb, the leader of Queen of Purple. And the next will be Leska. Yellow. Yellow talks about, yes, the formation of Leska, how Leska formed, and more about Nishizono Honoka. And this story was revealed in episode Leska, which right now I'm reading, and take quite a while until I finally, really talks about it. But I will definitely talk about it. There are parts in the lyrics of Yellow, indirectly or directly, talks about what happened in that episode. And the next will be Seventh Haven. Okay, Seventh Haven was the debut song of Seven Sisters, in which it talks about idol destruction, about destroying concept of idol at that time and reconstructing it. Although Seven Sisters itself is talking about being an idol group, but they actually derive from the idea of idols at that time, of traditional idol perhaps. And this way the Seven Haven brings lots of questions in it. And also from Seven Haven, people have been making some kind of theories of why Seven Sister was made and why then it disbanded, which means that perhaps that they did not fulfill their original purpose, for example. Some people are starting to talk about that. Also, with Seven Haven came Falling Down. I guess I will talk about it in another video as well because it will get too long. This is just an introduction of songs that might and do have background stories. And it would have been nice if you would just look back at those songs and, perhaps find it out yourself. And there's also Hello My Friend. This is like a 100% of course. Hello My Friend, with all episode For You, totally talks about For You, the relationship between them, especially about the story behind Emoko and Ume. Well, Hina is the leader of For You. They met when they're already in senior high school and they formed For You. But the formation of For You itself perhaps really relies on how Emoko feels about Ume's side that time. And Ume's feelings, Emoko's feelings, their feelings are all totally in Hello My Friend. So if you have watched episode For You, I'm sure it is already translated by Tokyo 7 Subs. Please go watch it, and after watching it, please see the meanings of Hello My Friends. Totally everything. The next will be Hajimari Uta. This song was made as the first single released under a record. The song was released in 2014 actually, at the end of 2014. This is the first song sings of the beginning step of Seven Sisters, and they also came released the first live under the same ambience of Hajimari Uta. After that, there's the Bokura wa Ozora ni Naru and Funbare Runner. In the complete music files, this song not only that it talks about summer. Actually, Nanasis also have the color of Nanasis of Tokyo 7 Sisters. The main color of Tokyo 7 Sisters is sky blue, which is also the color of Nanasaki Nicole, and which is also have the essence of summer. That is Tokyo 7 Sisters theme. And Bokura wa Ozora ni Naru came up as a summer song, and it came as a supporting song to everyone, to someone else, to you, Shihainin. Motegi said that there is no need to make something to support someone that you know, said, because you can go right away to them. However, supporting someone that you don't know, someone far away, is not beside you, that's what this art actually means. And this is what Bokura wa Aozora ni Naru and Funbare Runner are what he made to support us, people far away that he doesn't know. Of course, the lyrics inside Bokura wa Aozora ni Naru and Funbare Runner are all heavily very supportive in whatever part of your life you're in. And Bokura wa Aozora ni Naru and also Funbare Runner has different lyricists when it's actually still Motegi. However, two lyricists, if you remember Satsuki Update and Kanaboshi Sukumo, both are motegi. However, both have different sense, different personality, in which Kanaboshi Sukumo will be a lot straightforward, outspoken, while Satsuki Update will use a lot more metaphor, a lot more subtle in how she write the lyrics. And some fans also speculate that Kanaboshi Sukumo is a personification of Nanasaki Niko, while Satsuki Update is a personification of Mito. How they are writing the lyrics, kind of supporting that theory a bit. Anyway, Bokura wa Aozo ni Naru and Fanbare Runner, one is Kanaboshi Sukumo, one is Satsuki Update. But both are cheering on someone else, but in different ways. If you have time, please look at the lyrics one by one, and perhaps you will understand the ambience of the two lyricists. The next will be Harukaze, You Are Here. This is 100% totally about supporting someone else. This is the spring theme, spring in Japan, as well, where people are stepping into a next step of their life, whether you are starting to look for a job and start shinseikatsu, which means new lifestyle, in which you start, either new school, perhaps you're just graduating, or maybe you go to university, or maybe you go to new working place, because yes, job seeking season is in Haru, in spring as well. So this Harukaze, You Are Here is for supporting that. When it comes with graduation, the feeling of moving to something else. When you move, you will meet someone new, you will say goodbye to the one that you know before. And there's one of the themes that Harukaze, You Were Here gives. If you watch the MV of Harukaze, You Were Here, no, they are not 3 Seven Sisters. It's like the theme of Tokyo Seven Sisters that said hajikeru isshin, or this one moment of a blast will disappear one day, and this is what it means. Harukaze, You Were Here talks about after they're gone, but still, even if after they're gone, you will still be a light of someone else, that they hope one day this song, wherever you are, they hope that this song will be able to support you, a stranger in their life, in any moment of your life. And the next is World's End and also Punch Ranker. The World's End and Punch Ranker to illustrate what inspires Verb and her music. It also showed the pre-debut time of Seven Sisters. This was made before they debuted into, the entertainment world. And it really shows more underground-y feeling and also more reckless in its lyrics. And if you notice, in World's End, there is a countdown: 10, 9, 8, 7. However, in Sparkle Time and also in other Seven Sister songs, they count up: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 strikes back, for example. I think it's quite nice to see. It shows a subtle difference between when they were still indie group until when they finally make a major debut. I think there's also a different style between when they're still indie and after they made a major debut. But that's yours also to analyze, so go ahead and look into their songs. The next will be Start Line and Stay Gold. From the complete music file, Motegi said that he have made songs to support someone else in Harukaze, in Fumbare Runner, and Bakura Ozora ni Naru. And he also already made songs for the Shihainin in Snowy and I Love You, which is a love story. But now he said that it is time to make a song to support the Tokyo Seven Sisters, the 3 Seven Sisters themselves. So this is the songs that came up. If you look into the lyrics of both Start Line and Stay Gold, you will notice that this is a song about themselves, that they're talking to themselves, how they're running towards their dreams, and how with all the struggles that they've been through, the fact that they're there, ne kiseki mitai na boku tachi wa. Can't you see that us is almost a miracle for still being here, still running towards our dreams one by one, and even if we are gone, we'll be a light for someone else again. And the next will be songs that are having story dedicated for themselves. The first one will be Sparkle Time. the whole hilarious story on how Sparkle Time's lyric came to be. I suggest you to watch that episode. It's amazing. And it totally also shows, the personality of each of the 7 sisters. And you will feel even saddened because you will remember that they're gone now. I think that's what's annoying about Tokyo 7 Sisters. They keep on reinforcing to you that this amazing group is gone, but they're this amazing, like you will definitely love them. And after you love them, you'll definitely being reminded that they're gone. Anyway, this Sparkle Time is really good episode. And the next will be the Clover. This one, it talks about, the feeling of wanting to go have some journey. And in this part, talks more about Sawara. There is an episode about this. Perhaps you might not know that is actually an episode for Clover. This is more about Sawara, influencing both of her sisters to an annoyance as always. It turns out it's just like her wanting to get out of that place, the Shotengai, the marketplace, to be honest, because she wanted to have a journey. She doesn't have any reason to go, but there's always this need to go. I think you can just watch that episode. This is unbelievable episode. One of the unbelievable episodes. It's pretty good. And it slowly shows you just how cunning Sawara is, because you will only know it like at the end of the episode, and Shinju going like, oh, she is. The next will be Watashi Ai For You. At a glance, Watashi Ai For You have no story significance. However, the story of Watashi Ai For You is actually in episode QOB. It's the first chapter, the prologue chapter of the novel. And there it shows how Watashi Ai For You was made. And if you notice, the lyricist of Watashi Ai For You is ume mo, which is ume and emo. And next will be Present For You. Present For You is made to commemorate. Actually, after what happened in Hello My Friend, the song that they made was Lucky Lucky. And Lucky Lucky was made to show just what kind of song that For You will make after what happened, which in turn is so strangely over positive, because that's what it's for. It shows how For You changes from what it was into its more brighter, stronger friendships. And this Present For You specifically talks about For You's friendships. And you can see from the lyrics itself, 1, 2, 3 for you. The 1, 2, 3 for you part is actually not made before. The voice actresses before live, they went 1, 2, 3 for you. It was just an ad-lib, something that they made on the spot and actually made it into the song, which also shows just how close the voice actresses between themselves. And this Present For You is there to commemorate the friendships between these three. The next will be Citrus Wakatomoy. This is the last, and Citrus Wakatomoy has the entire episode event for them. And it talks about how citrus came to be, what the name citrus is for, what's the meaning of citrus as a unit. Citrus in Hanakotoba, or flower language, means strong, passionate love. And in this part, citrus as a unit means one-sided love, the bitter and sweet of one-sided love. And there goes Citrus Wakataomoy and Aikotoba, which talks about one-sided love. If you can read Japanese, because I'm sure translation is not there yet, go ahead and check it out. And if I'm not mistaken, I already have it on Twitter as well. So perhaps check it out as well if you want to. I'm not pushing you anything. Or maybe self-promoting. Oh my god, I'm so shameless. Anyway, I think those are the songs that have story significance. It doesn't mean that the other songs doesn't have meaning, because each songs actually have purposes behind them. Perhaps I will make another video about the purposes of those songs revealed in the complete music file, and that's why I will stop by Citrus Wakatomoy. I cannot say anything yet for Straight Light, and that's why I'm not going to talk about anything that's in the new album, and I will only talk until Citrus Wakatomoy. And if you enjoy this video, thank you very much. I hope it'll make you a wee bit more interested in Tokyo 7 Sisters. Perhaps I will have more video that talks about the songs in specific. For example, the Wedding Days. Yeah, I should talk about Wedding Days. Thank you very much. Eshikomo deshita.